Across modern military history, certain armored fighting vehicles have delivered battlefield effectiveness that exceeded that of heavier, more generalized main battle tanks. This documentary presents a complete catalog of tank destroyers that, within their intended operational contexts, demonstrated superior lethality, mobility, or cost-effectiveness when compared to contemporary main tanks. The focus is technical, comparative, and comprehensive. This reference-style overview covers tank destroyer designs from the Second World War through the late Cold War period. The geographic scope includes Europe, North America, and the Soviet sphere. Organization follows a chronological and functional structure, grouping vehicles by doctrinal generation and engagement philosophy. Each entry is evaluated based on role-specific performance rather than general battlefield dominance. Early war tank destroyers. Mobility and firepower priority. As armored warfare expanded rapidly during the early 1940s, several nations pursued specialized vehicles designed to counter enemy tanks more efficiently than standard armored formations. Panzergruppe. Originating in Germany and manufactured by Alcat, the Panzergruppe mounted a Czech 47mm anti-tank gun on a light tank chassis. Its primary role was mobile anti-armor defense. The vehicle lacked heavy armor but provided sufficient penetration to defeat early Allied tanks. Its effectiveness derived from rapid deployment and low production cost, allowing broader field coverage than contemporary medium tanks. Marder II. Produced by Germany using the Panzer II chassis, the Marder II carried either a 75mm or 76.2mm gun. Designed for long-range tank engagement, it offered higher penetration capability than many early German tanks. Its open superstructure reduced weight, enabling mobility advantages over heavier armored vehicles. Marder III. Built on the Czech Panzer 38G chassis, the Marder III fulfilled a similar role with improved reliability. Its gun systems allowed it to defeat tanks that standard Panzer III units struggled against. The vehicle remained effective due to ease of production and flexible deployment. Mid-war evolution. Purpose-built tank killers. By the mid-war period, tank destroyer design shifted toward purpose-built vehicles combining stronger armor profiles with increasingly powerful guns. Stu-G III a USF G. Manufactured by Alcat and MIAG, the Stu-G III was based on the Panzer III chassis. Originally intended as an infantry support gun, it evolved into an effective tank destroyer. Its low silhouette and frontal armor allowed ambush engagements. In defensive operations, it consistently achieved higher kill ratios than German medium tanks. Jagdpanzer IV. Developed by Vomag, the Jagdpanzer IV featured a casemate design and a long-barreled 75mm gun. Its sloped armor provided better survivability relative to weight. The vehicle's role focused on defensive anti-armor combat, where it matched or exceeded the battlefield effectiveness of Panzer IV tanks. Su-85. Produced by the Soviet Union using the T-34 chassis, the Su-85 mounted an 85mm gun optimized for anti-tank combat. Its firepower exceeded that of early T-34 models. The simplified design enabled faster production and maintenance, making it operationally more efficient in dedicated tank hunting roles. Heavy tank destroyers. Firepower over flexibility. As armored threats intensified, several nations fielded heavy tank destroyers emphasizing maximum penetration over maneuver warfare. JAGDPANTH-ER. Built by MIAG and MNH, the Jag Panther combined the Panther tank chassis with an 88mm gun. Its balance of armor, firepower, and mobility allowed it to defeat Allied tanks at ranges beyond their effective return fire. In anti-tank engagements, it consistently outperformed Panther tanks due to optimized role focus. Ferdinand Elephant. Developed by Porsche and Nibelungenwerk, this vehicle mounted a high-velocity 88mm gun on a heavy chassis. Designed for long-range tank destruction, it achieved significant engagement success when supported properly. Its operational effectiveness exceeded that of many German heavy tanks in static defensive roles. ISU-152. Manufactured by the Soviet Union, the ISU-152 carried a 152mm gun howitzer on an IS chassis. While capable of engaging armor, its primary strength lay in destroying fortified positions and heavy vehicles. Its destructive capability surpassed that of many tanks, making it operationally decisive in breakthrough roles. American tank. Destroyer doctrine. The United States developed a distinct tank destroyer doctrine emphasizing speed and gunpowder over armor protection. M10 Wolverine. Built on the Sherman chassis, the M10 mounted a 76.2mm gun. Its open turret reduced weight, improving mobility. In defensive tank engagements, it provided better penetration than early Sherman variants, achieving higher success rates in tank-on-tank combat. M18 Hellcat. Manufactured by Buick, the M18 emphasized speed and agility. Armed with a 76mm gun, it could reposition rapidly and engage enemy armor from advantageous angles. Its operational effectiveness exceeded that of heavier tanks in reconnaissance and counterattack roles. M36 Jackson. Featuring a 90mm gun on a modified Sherman chassis, the M36 offered superior penetration compared to standard American tanks. Its firepower allowed it to engage heavy German armor effectively, outperforming contemporaneous main tanks in anti-armor missions. Late war Soviet designs. Simplification and lethality. Toward the end of the Second World War, Soviet tank destroyers focused on simplified production paired with high-impact weaponry. Su-100. Developed from the T-34 platform, the Su-100 mounted a 100mm gun capable of defeating the heaviest German tanks. Its low silhouette and reliable mechanics made it more efficient in anti-tank combat than standard T-3485 units. Su-122. Using the IS heavy chassis, the ISU-122 delivered long-range anti-armor fire with a 122mm gun. Its engagement effectiveness often surpassed that of Soviet heavy tanks due to superior gun handling and ammunition performance in fixed firing positions. POS to War and Cold War. Tank destroyers. After the Second World War, several nations retained tank destroyer concepts adapted to missile and recoilless weapon technologies. KANONENJAG-DPANZE-R. Produced by West Germany, this vehicle carried a 90mm gun on a low-profile chassis. Designed for defensive anti-armor operations, it emphasized concealment and mobility. In prepared ambush roles, it provided higher engagement efficiency than early post-war tanks. Sturv 103. Developed by Sweden, the Sturv 103 eliminated the turret entirely. Armed with a fixed 105mm gun, it relied on suspension movement for aiming. Its design optimized defensive tank killing, with engagement effectiveness exceeding traditional tank designs in static combat environments. IT-1 missile tank destroyer. Introduced by the Soviet Union, the IT-1 used guided anti-tank missiles instead of a conventional gun. Its long-range engagement capability allowed it to neutralize armored targets beyond the effective range of many tanks, providing superior standoff effectiveness. Functional transition to missile systems. As armor and countermeasures evolved, tank destroyers increasingly adopted guided missile technology to maintain effectiveness against main battle tanks. Raketen Jagbzer II. Fielded by West Germany, this missile-equipped vehicle replaced gun-based systems with wire-guided missiles. Its effectiveness stemmed from extended engagement range and reduced vehicle profile. X-13SS 11. Developed by France, this light tank destroyer variant used early guided missiles to engage armor. While lightly protected, its standoff capability allowed it to defeat heavier tanks under controlled conditions. This catalog has covered tank destroyers that, within their specialized roles, demonstrated battlefield effectiveness exceeding that of contemporary main battle tanks. From early gun platforms to missile-based systems, these vehicles prioritize specific combat functions over general-purpose design. Together, they represent a complete reference spectrum of tank destroyers that redefined armored combat efficiency. For additional reference-style military catalogs, viewers may consult the channel archive.